news sports radio station, and also, like I would always say, I love to say, because I like it when I'm being watched on Facebook, your audio-visual radio station. Yeah, so we are live. Yeah, you can watch what you currently are listening to live on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info PH, and active on X as well, Nigeria Info PH. Hard facts with Kalada Kuribatabo right now. Okay, so let's get into the crux of the matter. What do we have for this hour? So I saw an article on the Vanguard newspaper this afternoon, and it has the caption, "Rivers will not suffer effect of flooding this year, government assures." So it got me really interested, and I decided to read. But by the way, as we already know, there is a flood committee in the state that comprises the 23 local government areas chairman, and it's been headed by the chief of staff, I think Sam Amadi. Yeah, the chief of staff is the one, or Chidi Amadi, I beg your pardon, is the one in charge of that flooding committee. Now, in a recent event, Chidi Amadi, who is the chairman of the River State 2023 Multi-Sectorial Flood Committee, disclosed that certain things have been put in place, certain measures have been put in place to ensure that, the effects of the flooding will not be as severe as that of last year. He did say, and I'm going to quote a scene on the Vanguard newspaper once again, "What we are witnessing here today is the result of over 2 months of planning. With the announcement of the 2023 flooding by NIMET, the governor inaugurated a committee. The committee, comprising of all the LJ chairmen, supposedly to be impacted in the flood of the 2023. Your Excellency appointed me as the chairman of this committee as a result of your determination to ensure that you are constantly briefed of the activities of this committee, because you do not want a repeat of what happened last year to repeat in River State. And so I testify that on daily basis, His Excellency has called me requesting to know how far the committee has gone regarding our preparation. The committee has gone to all the local government areas to set up a local government committee. We have done sensitizations and jingles in local dialects. In the first 2 months, the LGA chairman have ensured that all necessary measures were taken to ensure that we do not witness what happened last year." Now, I am very much concerned about the floodings because I did witness it last year. I did cover the Awuda East, Awuda West part of the flooding. I was on the field or in the field, and I did see the severity of the flooding for myself. People were displaced. I also did notice that there was no available displaced persons camp, and we had to do makeshift displaced persons camps, and those places at first were not habitable. It was crazy at the time, and reports upon reports, and then certain amendments were made, and mattresses were then made available, foodstuff and the likes. And he's saying that this year, that's Chidi Amadi, he's saying this year will not be like last year. And that's why I have now called Victor Okute. Remember the last time he was in the studio, we talked about Oyibo flooding, because already this year we've seen floods, ravage two local government areas. Was it Kana and Oyibo local government area? So, Victor, welcome.
Thank you, my friend Kalada, and of course, thank you, Nigeria Info, for this opportunity.
All right, so you heard what I just read from the Vanguard, and it is that the River State government has put certain machineries in place to ensure that the flooding of this year does not necessarily become as bad and worse as it was last year. Your local government area is also being affected. It may not be the riverbanks overflowing that is causing the floods in Oyibo, but nonetheless, somehow due to the rains, due to drainage blockage, your local government gets to feel the impact of floodings as well. Has anything been done to cushion, to mitigate, or to bring about a lasting solution to the flooding situation in Oyibo local government area?
Well, thank you for this opportunity. And of course, when you talk of flooding in Oyibo local government, it's not an exaggerated story.
Okay.
It is a story that is really pathetic. And of course, it is real from the corners that we have mentioned severally within the Oyibo area, especially in the urban city center.
All right.
And check this. There are places within the rural communities where there's also an overflow from the river, the Imo River overflow into communities.
Okay.
That's having been said. Now, in Oyibo local government, it could be that the River State government has some plans that we from the civil society group, as the case may be, are not aware. And as a pressure group in Oyibo, we are not aware if there is any outlined plan, as it were, as the chairman of the committee said, to cushion this effect of flood, except for the fact that within those times when the stories were reported, the River State government immediately brought on board a flood committee. And of course, within few weeks, as the case may be, we begin to see the flood committee. We are embarking on cleaning of drainages within the express roads and some area, internal roads where you have drainage existing. And of course, that was what they did. But beyond that, I think NEMA has also brought relief materials, I think the second time or so, to Oyibo. Right now, I got information that is a relief material that is being shared by NEMA.
All right.
But because of the matter, solving this problem permanently in Oyibo local government, that's not the situation. We're not saying that because it's not a rocket science. We'll continue to lay emphasis on this, that in order to mitigate or provide a solution to Oyibo flood menace, the internal roads within the Oyibo as it has to be fixed. Because this flood happens mainly within the street areas. It overflows from the street into the major road.
Right.
It's raining now, and you cannot access anywhere.
Currently, post now, Victor, are you saying that currently Oyibo may be experiencing some kind of flooding? Is that what you're saying?
Of course, Oyibo is experiencing flooding as I speak now. There's a flood bank right now overflowing.
Where in Oyibo? Can you point me to specific locations?
Where this is happening is between Graceland and Peace Estate. Graceland and Peace Estate is along the old Port Road where you have Pamo University.
Okay.
That road that the former government.
I do know where Pamo University is. Yeah.
Okay, you don't know.
I said I do know where Pamo University is. So go ahead.
Okay. There's a road linking from that Pamo University junction to where they call Omondino. Omondino is inside the Oyibo area, Oyibo town. So within those areas where they call Peace Estate and Graceland, there is a flood bank that does not even dry. It's overflowing as it is. Now, if it rains persistent, it's coming out on the road already. If it rains like 1-2 days consistently, people will have no choice than to relocate. And some whose houses are within the upland area will have to get a canoe that will drive them into their houses. It's as pathetic as that. And of course, I've told you, I brought media houses to this area to see things for themselves. It's not exaggeration. So the issue is, since this flood committee and all that have been set up, they have not been able to call for a public hearing so that these flood victims will come and least give testimony beyond what the politicians gathered as stories they know. They should have called for a public hearing so that some stakeholders who know about these stories will come give stories and probably give solution to the problem. Because in Oyibo, for instance, if you don't build internal roads where these floodings are happening, And of course, those drainage certainly need to any existing drainage system within the express area. Then you've not solved any problem.
All right.
So the issue is beyond sharing palliative and marshalling out modality.
Now, Victor. Now, before we get into what it is, because I don't have much time, and I would have to let you go shortly. I want to ask: have you, like the last time you were in the studio, I did ask, have you tried to interface with this committee? Remember, you listened to me read from the Vanguard, and the Chief of Staff, Chidi Amadi, did say that subcommittees have been set up in the various local government areas. So have you been able to liaise with the subcommittee in Oyibo, maybe writing to the local government chairman? Have you been able to have you been able to get or garner information from the local government council as to what is being done in tackling flooding in that place?
Now, because we don't stand on the side of political correctness, when we ask questions, is the information politicians give us, that's what we will take home.
Okay.
They can't tell you wholeheartedly what is happening.
Right.
Now, what we have gathered so far, having interfaced with them, is that they have made recommendations. And of course, they are waiting for the state government to implement funds for them to start solving some of these problems. And that's where it has stand. And I've been trying to establish contact with the chairman of flood committee in Oyibo here. And I've not gotten response, but I hope he will talk to me anytime soon so that I will further know if there is any outcome to the recommendations they have done, which I don't know. So those are the only way we do it. I'm not a member of the committee. All I do is to inquire. And the information they give to me is what I have. So I don't say what they didn't tell me.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Thank you very much. Any final words before I let you go? Any final words?
Now, the final word I want to give out is thanking Nigerian people for all you're doing.
All right.
Secondly, telling the Oyibo local government chairman to do more to ensure that they actually solve the problem of flood in Oyibo by building internal roads. And where they excavated refugees along the old Port Harcourt road for the flood to move, the refugees were kept on the road. They have not packed all of it, and it's affecting the flow of vehicles along the road. The road is narrowed the more. The local government chairman should please get a truck that will evacuate some of those refugees that they have kept on the road. I think that will go a long way to help motorists to move freely. They should holistically solve the problem of flooding in Oyibo, not a political statement. We are not interested in political statements.
All right, then. Thank you very much. You're not interested in political statement, my guest just said, but I've got to let him go because it's not just Oyibo we're looking at. I'm trying to remember the figure now. I wrote that somewhere and I just can't find it, but I do know that somewhere around the region of 15 LGAs may be affected by floods this year. Some of them flash floods, some of them urban floods, some of them it's just as a result of the river overflowing its banks. Now, the reason why I spoke with someone from Oyibo is so that we have a reference point. But generally, I wanted to be a conversation that is general or that is wholesome and that can accommodate as many flood-prone areas as possible. So you've listened to the person from Oyibo, and you've also listened to the article quoting the Chief of Staff, the Rivers State Government Chief of Staff, Chidi Amadi. What do you make of preparations to mitigate the effect of flooding in Rivers State, in flood-prone areas yet again, as it relates to your locality? That's the conversation I want us to have. Stay tuned. After the commercial break, we will have the conversation. where people can go and find refuge and all of that stuff. Do we have all of those in place right now? Or are we praying and waiting for God to come down and do a miracle? Possibly divide the Red Sea, or in this case, whatever sea that we have when the floods come. Okay, let's see this one. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Just to refresh what I read earlier, is that what we are witnessing here today is the result of over 2 months of planning. So they've been planning for 2 months, right? And he said with the announcement of the 2023 flooding by NIMET, the governor inaugurated a committee, the committee comprising of all the LGA chairmen supposedly to be imparted by the flood of the 2023. Now, he said, Your Excellency, appointing me as the chairman of this committee is as a result of your determination to ensure that you are constantly briefed of the activities of this committee, because you do not want a repeat of what happened last year to repeat in River State. And also, I testify that on daily basis, His Excellency has called me requesting to know how far the committee has gone regarding our preparation. Which means, in my opinion, that a lot has been done, and that's what they get to brief the governor every now and then. And I'm asking you, from where you are, from Port Harcourt local government, Oba Ebguma Indoni local government, Awuda West, Awuda East, Asari Toru, all the places, the usual, even Obiakpor, because some parts of Obiakpor have also seen the flash flood, like someone is saying from Rumokwashi. So my question is really simple. Have you seen any of this done by the various local government chairmen? And what do you think should be done for those of you who've been affected by it, for those of you who have seen the impact of the flood? What do you think should be done so that you and I don't get to feel the impact of the flooding as we did last year? And I do remember that in certain communities in the Outer West and Outer East region last year, we had to use canoes to move from point A to point B. Yeah, we had to use canoes, to move from point A to point B. I do not know what's wrong with the phone lines, but let's see if this call will stick. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Remember, you could also send WhatsApp messages to the number 0809-030-6416. I've got Ugochukwu calling from Indele.
Yes, as I was trying to say, there are some compounds that have been flooded with floods.
Okay.
We needed the attention of Nigerian Info to come and see what is happening, so that we needed the attention of the state government to come and provide solution to it.
All right.
People cannot enter their compound again because of floods.
Okay.
Please,
all right.
If there's any way you can get us Chidamadi, let him come and provide solution to it.
All right. I guess you would have to write or reach out to your local government chairman, because he's also part of the committee, I believe.
Okay, local government chairman.
Yes, he's also part of the committee.
He's even the one that did the road that is causing the flood.
Oh. I mean, if he did not do the road, you complain. He's done the road now. So you should go back to him and say, hey, there's a flood and we need solutions.
They are not doing anything. They are not doing anything as regards. People are just living inside water now.
All right. Thank you very much, Ugochukwu. In Indele, in MOR. So I just write that one down and take a mental note, and probably would make a research on that. But let's take another call now. We have got another call here. All right. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. The network is terrible, I should say. Okay, keep those calls coming in. I do not know what else to do, but I'm going to keep trying. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. I've got Israel, and Israel is calling from Auda. All right, Auda West to be precise. Let's listen to Israel. Israel, welcome on the show. What is on your mind?
Okay, Kalada, good day.
Yeah, greetings.
It's the issue of the flood. We are the most people that the flood was affecting now. That was in my community. We are living in a Orash area. Since from 2012 till now, the last year, we never recovered. Like as I speak to you, myself, I don't have house again. My house has been destroyed entirely. So majority of us don't have house now. And government does not even helping us in any area at all. Even to come and evacuate the people Thailand.
Israel, are you currently in Awuda region now as we speak?
I'm living out.
What has the local government chairman done?
The local government is Honorable Hopi Kriko.
What has it done? I know his name. I'm asking what has it done?
They have inaugurated the committee. That is what they did.
Just inauguration.
As of now, they have inaugurated the committee of the flood.
All right then. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. I remain Israel.
All right. Hello. What's your name?
Hello.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah. Good afternoon. What's your name? Welcome.
Simeon. I'm calling from Delhi.
All right. Welcome.
Simeon. I'm calling from Delhi.
All right. Welcome, Simeon. Welcome.
Yeah. Canada. We have a problem, very enormous problem right now in Delhi. That's my brother who called. I only want to affirm what he said.
Okay.
In fact, he didn't even describe it so much the way it is.
Okay.
People's houses are already submerged. People are now using either a wooden a canoe to actually enter their rooms. And Delhi is threatened by the floods, such that I have never seen all these my years. I am 60-something years now. I've never seen this kind of a flood here.
Have you mentioned it to the community? Has it mentioned it to the local government chairman? It's local government chairman.
The chairman actually may not know, but it's actually caused by the roads, which our chairman came and consulted for us, and all of us are grateful for that. But the gutter they did, it's in the gradient. It's very, very poor. And so the water is flowing back and entering the houses. So I think the chairman needs to come down and see what is going on right now at in Delhi and see what to do.
All right then. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. Let's look at this. This says, good evening, Canada. Please, where is the presence of the State Environmental Protection Agency? Institutions like this play the frontline role in situations like this. Committee members will dissolve thereafter. This is not a smokescreen activity. Judge with that one. This one says, hello, Mr. Kalada. If the toilet facilities in all primary and secondary schools in the islands of the flood-prone Orasha region that are usually not affected by the flood are rehabilitated or new ones built and the roofs of the classrooms, hostels and halls are repaired, is that too much? No, I don't think so. But then you went ahead to ask or to say government schools are usually very large, so they can be IDP camps during the floods. And even when the floods recede, the students would benefit from the upgrade of the toilets and good classrooms. A win-win situation. Michael from Okrika. Michael, thank you very much for that one. But I'm wondering, in Okrika, Michael, what has been done? Because I hear Okrika is part of the areas that may be impacted by the flood. And what do you expect the government to do, the committee that has been set up, what do you expect them to do in your region, so to say? The floods are coming. I mean, we've seen the rains fall back to back for some days now. Yes, I think we've had 1 or 2 days of respite, but we've seen steady rainfall in some parts of River State. The waters may rise if the dams in Cameroon are opened. So these are some of the issues that we need to put into perspective. But how ready are we? How ready are we? And that's a very good question, because the River State government has come out to say, I mean, it's to some, or to me, it sounds like good news, but is that really the situation? And that's what I try to find out. But I do not know what happened. But more conversations coming your way. Commercial break up next. Do stay tuned. We'll talk some more.